Who's the radio through?
eBay. Nobody.
Okay. It's not a homemade radio?
No.
I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay.
Impersonators, masquerading as law enforcement officers, believe they can wield authority without any consequence. But what happens when they get caught red-handed and are forced to get punished? Here are 3 examples of this happening. Starting with the crazy case of Brendan Wasinski, who was spotted conducting traffic stops without even being a real police officer.
Where'd you get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
Okay.
On the 9th of September 2019, Brendan was out on a so-called patrol when he stumbled upon a vehicle driving way above the speed limit. After pulling the car over, Brendan waved at a police officer who was driving by. The police officer noticed that Brendan wasn't wearing a uniform or driving a police vehicle. It was here that he became very suspicious and decided to investigate the situation further.
You gotta talk to her for a minute.
I do.
What's going on, man? Let's just talk back here real quick. Who do you work for?
Earlier country talks.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm under-equipped.
Okay, because normally, dude, if you're out here, man, if you're making a traffic stop, you're just gonna have to stop, dude. Alright? Are you, you say you work for Brendan Sheriff's?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have an ID with you?
I mean, this is all I got on me. Like I said, I'm under-equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse
To the courthouse for what?
to get my crap.
Okay.
I know, it makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down I-40.
Okay. Why do you have lights on this vehicle?
Personal? I know.
Do you have an ID with you at all?
No, I keep it on my uniform.
Initially, the officer believes Brendan's story. However, as time went on, that would slowly change.
And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in, and because if you get into shooting, you're
Right.
All right, man.
I understand.
All right.
This, for starters, I know this looks really bad.
Right.
This looks really bad. This screams whacker.
Right. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. All right. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that I've never done anything to against protocol, but you need to be a little bit more careful, all right?
Sensing that something isn't right, the officer decides to put Brendan into a patrol car. It is here that everything goes from bad to worse.
In the meanwhile, man, until I get somebody out here, man, do me a favor. I'm not going to handcuff you, but I'm going to have you sit in the back of my car, all right?
All right.
Do you have anything on you, man? Any weapons or anything? Okay.
Keys, wallet.
That's fine. Just have a seat, all right?
All right.
Try to get everything cleared up, man. Just have a seat. What's up, man?
All right. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna be.
Where'd you
fucking
get that
honest.
badge from?
I bought it offline.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stay in here, okay? For a second.
Realizing how much trouble he is really in, Brendan starts crying to the officers. Unfortunately for him, that doesn't free him from the consequences of his actions.
All right, Brandon. I'm just gonna put on the seatbelt, okay? So I need you to lean back a little bit. Thank you.
Can I please help my wife?
I'll give you, when we get to the substation, we'll give her a call, okay?
Brendan was then driven to the police station for further questioning.
The lights, were they in your car or personal car or company car?
My car.
Your personal car?
Yes.
Okay, who installed the lights in your car?
I did.
You did? Okay, and when I peeked into your car, I also saw that you had some sort of radio. Is that yours too? Okay. Okay. And then when I made contact with you, I noticed you had a badge. Where'd you get that badge from?
It belonged to my dad.
In the end, he was charged with impersonating a police officer. While Brendan didn't outright use his fake authority to harm someone, this police impersonator definitely did.
Alright. And
Whose handcuffs is he wearing?
mine, he took off.
On the 1st of September 2023, officers were called out to investigate an auto accident. However, upon arrival, they noticed something very mysterious about one of the passengers involved in the crash. A man, later identified as 47-year-old Samuel Smith, had his wrists restrained with handcuffs.
What's going on, man?
Somebody just hit us at the red light. This my husband.
Is he okay? Sir? He in handcuffs? Why is he in handcuffs?
I can't answer no questions, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Leave him there. Leave him there. Leave him there. Leave him there. Leave him there.
Because Smith appeared to be heavily intoxicated, officers questioned Smith's wife, but she refused to answer any questions. Later on in the case, she did, however, change her mind and stated that an officer had handcuffed her husband, but that she didn't know the full context. Suspecting that something was wrong, the officers decided to drive around to local bars to delve deeper into the case. It was here that they met Terren Jax, who would go on to become the talk of the town.
Fuck around like keys in the car? What do you work for?
Homeland.
Okay. Did y'all have some shit up here a little bit ago? Male and female get into it with anybody?
Yeah. Sure
Left
did.
in a pair of cuffs?
Yeah.
Alright, what was the story with that?
They were just drunk.
Alright.
And
Whose handcuffs is he wearing?
mine, he took off. He jumped in the SUV and took off.
Yeah. I mean, it's Metro to Fair, so like almost down to 166. Wiped out real hard. Hurt some people, hurt themselves.
From the get-go, Terrence claims to be a Homeland Security officer. He's wearing a vest with a police patch, a Department of Homeland Security Special Agent badge, a radio, and a handgun. From the outside, he looks the part, but the problem is, can he play it?
Alright. Here's what I want you to do for me, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take your firearm off your side. Okay?
Okay.
You got just syrup right here?
Yes.
Alright. Place that in my car. I'm gonna detain you for right now.
Okay. All right.
Right now, you are not under arrest. You're just being detained for the further investigation here.
Realizing that he's been caught red-handed, Terrence decides to confess to the officer.
Do you have a key to your handcuffs?
In the car.
Keys in the car?
Yeah.
Who's the radio through?
eBay. Nobody.
Okay. It's not a Homeland radio?
No.
Okay. Hang on this for a minute. Okay. I'm gonna have you have a seat in my car for a minute, okay?
No.
After investigating the vehicle, officers discovered that Terrence had stolen a government license plate from a school bus. He had also installed illegal emergency lights in his personal vehicle.
But never registered it. The license plate is off of a Bluebird school bus from Tucker, Georgia. That's how he got a GB tag.
In the end, Terrence Jax was only charged with impersonating a public officer and exempt from the illegal emergency lights charge. Next, we go to the case of this woman who used a police badge to get free food at Quick Trip.
Or you're an officer for DCS? I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there.
On the 21st of August 2019, an officer pulled over a vehicle after noticing it had a broken taillight. However, when he approached the driver, he quickly noticed she was wearing police insignia, which made him very curious.
Who do you work for?
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah,
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
well, I'm asking you both.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of
DCS?
Children's Services?
No. Okay. So if you stop me for my right brake light, then we can address that.
Okay.
Realizing that she just kind of blew her cover, the woman tries to shift the conversation to the broken taillight. Unfortunately for her, the police officer keeps pressuring her about her police insignia.
Do you have your badge on you? Like your ID badge?
I badge for
Being a police officer.
want my ID. See, this is what's
Right.
Saying you stopped me for my right brake light. When I watched you follow me from the gas station.
Right.
Right, so which one is it?
So if you're a police officer, you understand what probable cause is, right?
So what's the problem with that?
Your right brake light's out.
My right brake light wasn't out when you followed me out of the gas station.
Yeah, it is. It's out right now.
The car wasn't even on when you followed me out of the
Doesn't
gas
matter. You're driving with a brake light out on the streets, so it's an
station.
equipment
No, but you
violation.
followed me out of the gas station.
I saw it when you were pulling out.
Alright,
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
okay. And that's the issue. Why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
You don't know who I am. You
That's
just
right.
said you never seen me.
Right. So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun, it's an issue.
That has
But
nothing to
you
do with
never
you being
seen me.
black. That has nothing to do with you being black.
Because you never seen me before?
I don't recognize you.
The woman tries to play the race card, however, she is already in too deep. The officer knows he has her on the ropes, and then it's only a matter of time before she cracks.
Are you a police officer or you're not a police
Not
officer?
a police officer.
You're not a police officer?
No.
So why would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
Because I'm an officer. You don't have to be a police officer to go in there. I've been doing it for 3 years. Just
You're an
because
officer
you've never
with who?
seen me
You're an officer with
doesn't
who?
mean that I don't work here. That's the issue that I'm having. It's
So you're not a
it's
certified police
It's
officer.
not probable cause. It's a personal thing. Because you've never seen me walk in that store. You followed me out the store, got in your car, seen that I had a brake light out, and decided to pull me over for my brake light. Which all you're questioning me about is that I went into Quick Trip. Did I steal from
Are
Quick
you
Trip?
Yeah, if you're not a police
I
officer.
did not steal from Quick Trip. I went up to the register, spoke to the guy that works there, and told him I had his drink.
So you're presenting yourself as a police officer with your badge and your gun on the side.
Okay,
Do you understand that?
I do understand that.
The reason Quick Trip is mentioned a lot throughout the conversation is because they offer free food to police officers to thank them for their service. The woman claiming to be a DCS officer used the police insignia to get free food. As a last-ditch attempt, the officer tries to get her supervisor's name. However, she refuses.
Who's your supervisor?
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude and disrespectful, but what does that have to do with my brake light?
What it has to do with is you've told me you're a police officer or you're an officer for DCS. I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there. So who's your supervisor?
Later on, it turned out that the woman had borrowed her friend's badge and gun in order to get free food. It was also confirmed that her friend was in on the idea. It isn't known if the woman was charged with anything.